Imagine this. A video surfaces online showing the President of the United States announcing a preemptive strike on another nation. Panic ensues. Markets crash. Alliances are strained to the breaking point. Troops are mobilized. And then, hours later, the truth comes out. The video was a complete fabrication, a sophisticated digital puppet show. The president never said those words. But by then, the damage is done. This isn't a scene from a sci-fi movie. This is the world we are rapidly entering. Welcome to the unnerving reality of deepfake diplomacy, where truth itself has become the new digital battlefield. For centuries, diplomacy has been built on the foundation of trust, negotiation, and verifiable information. Seeing is believing was a cornerstone of how we understood the world. But what happens when we can no longer trust our own eyes and ears? Deepfake technology, powered by advanced artificial intelligence, has become so sophisticated that it can create hyper-realistic video and audio of anyone saying or doing anything. The potential for this technology to reshape international relations is staggering and, frankly, terrifying. Let's break down exactly what we're dealing with. A deepfake is a form of synthetic media. Using a machine learning technique called a Generative Adversarial Network, or GAN, an AI is trained on hours of real footage of a person. One part of the AI, the generator, creates fake images, while another part, the discriminator, tries to spot the fakes. They compete against each other, getting better and better, until the generated fakes are virtually indistinguishable from reality. What started as a niche hobby for tech enthusiasts has now evolved into a powerful tool with geopolitical implications. So, how exactly could this technology be weaponized on the global stage? Let's explore a few chilling scenarios. First, propaganda and disinformation. A hostile nation could create a deepfake video of a rival leader making inflammatory, racist, or scandalous remarks. This video, spread like wildfire across social media, could be used to discredit the leader, sow internal division within their country, and erode their standing on a world stage. Imagine a fake video of a candidate admitting to a crime just before a crucial election. The electoral outcome could be swayed before the video is even properly debunked. The goal isn't just to make you believe the fake. It's to flood the information ecosystem with so much junk that people simply give up on finding the truth altogether. It creates an atmosphere of radical skepticism, where citizens don't know who or what to believe. This erodes the very foundation of democratic societies, which rely on a well-informed public. Then there's the direct manipulation of diplomatic events. A deepfake could be used to impersonate a high-level diplomat or official in a secure video call, gaining access to classified information or tricking another country into making a concession they otherwise wouldn't. Think about a fake audio recording of a foreign minister agreeing to a secret deal. This could be used to blackmail the minister or to fracture an alliance by creating mistrust between partners. Suddenly, the secure lines of communication that diplomacy depends on are no longer secure. Every interaction becomes suspect. Is that really the ambassador on the other end of the line? Or is it a digital ghost? The most dangerous scenario, of course, is the one we started with, triggering real-world conflict. It's known as the liar's dividend. In a world saturated with deepfakes, a malicious actor could release a fabricated video showing an atrocity or an attack, blaming it on an enemy nation to justify a military response. Conversely, a guilty party could commit a real atrocity and then claim that the genuine video evidence is just a deepfake, muddying the waters and escaping accountability. This has already happened. In 2022, shortly after Russia's invasion of Ukraine, a crude deepfake of Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky appeared, showing him telling his soldiers to lay down their arms. It was quickly identified as a fake, but it was a clear proof of concept. What happens when the next one isn't so crude? What if it's a fake video of a NATO ship firing on a Russian vessel in the Baltic Sea? The window of time to verify the truth before a catastrophic escalation is terrifyingly small. This collapse of trust isn't just theoretical. It's already beginning. Political deception using AI-generated media is on the rise. We've seen audio deepfakes used in political campaigns to mimic opponents, and doctored videos used to create false narratives. Each incident, big or small, chips away at the global trust infrastructure. When any piece of media can be plausibly denied as a fake, objective reality starts to fray. Diplomacy, which often relies on subtle cues, private assurances, and the shared acceptance of facts, becomes nearly impossible. How can you negotiate a treaty when you can't be sure if the person on the other side of the table will later deny what they said, claiming the recording was a deepfake? So, what can be done? Are we doomed to a future of digital deception and perpetual uncertainty? Not necessarily, but the fight to defend the truth requires a multi-front effort. First, there's the technological arms race. Researchers are developing sophisticated AI-powered detection tools that can spot the subtle artifacts and inconsistencies that deepfakes leave behind. Things like unnatural blinking patterns, weird lighting, or digital watermarking can give them away. Companies and governments are investing heavily in these technologies, trying to create a digital immune system for our information streams. Second is platform responsibility. Social media giants have a massive role to play in labeling synthetic media, downranking its visibility, and rapidly removing malicious content. This is a delicate balancing act between censorship and safety, but doing nothing is not an option. They must work with fact-checkers and researchers to create and enforce clear policies on manipulated media. Third, we need new international norms and legal frameworks. Just as we have treaties on chemical and nuclear weapons, we may need international agreements on the malicious use of synthetic media. Nations need to agree on red lines and establish consequences for those who cross them. This could involve sanctions or other diplomatic punishments for states that engage in deepfake warfare. But perhaps the most important defense is us. In this new era, media literacy is no longer a soft skill. It's a critical component of national security. We all have a responsibility to become more critical consumers of information. We need to learn to pause before we share, to question the source of a video, to look for corroboration from trusted news outlets, and to understand the emotional triggers that make us susceptible to disinformation. We must cultivate a healthy skepticism without falling into debilitating cynicism. We need to demand transparency and verification from our leaders and our news sources. The battle for truth is the defining struggle of our time. Deepfake technology has opened a new front in this war, one that is fought on our screens, in our minds, and at the highest levels of global power. It's a battlefield where the lines between real and fake are constantly blurring, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The future of diplomacy, and indeed the future of a world based on shared facts, depends on our ability to adapt, to innovate, and to fight for the truth. We must stay informed, and we must stay critical. The age of seeing is believing is over. Welcome to the age of verification. Thanks for watching. If this video made you think, please consider liking and subscribing for more deep dives into the technologies shaping our world. And let me know in the comments, what do you think is the biggest threat posed by deepfakes? Stay safe and stay sharp.